Hello, my name is Wren. Today I'll be giving a presentation on the differences and similarities between humans and chimpanzees, and what makes us so closely related yet so far apart. At first glance, humans and chimpanzees may seem incredibly different. We have built cities, we invent technology, we explore outer space, all while they climb trees, live in the forest, and seemingly make no evolutionary progress. In this way, we are not the same, but genetically, we are astonishingly close relatives. In fact, scientists have found that we share between 94 and 99% of our DNA with chimpanzees. In fact, we are closer to chimpanzees than mice are to rats, and even closer than horses are to zebras. So, how can two species with nearly identical DNA live such different lives? At what point did our species grow so far apart? This is exactly what I'll be talking about in this presentation. Just like us, chimpanzees are highly intelligent. They use tools to get food and are frequently seen problem solving in ways similar to ours. They are able to show empathy, for example, by comforting each other when they are sad or scared. They even form complex social groups with friendships, alliances, and deeply rooted conflicts. So, there's no denying that the species is very intelligent. Research from the American Museum of Natural History and numerous other studies have shown that chimpanzees can plan for the future, communicate emotions, and even teach skills to one another, all of which are skills that humans also possess. So, what separates us? The answer lies in an incredibly small but powerful difference hidden in our DNA. DNA shows that our species and chimpanzees separated from a common ancestor that lived between 6 and 8 million years ago. While most of our genes are identical, or highly similar, a handful of essential genes have evolved differently in humans. Some of these genes are linked to brain development, especially in areas responsible for language, problem solving, and memory. One of the most significant changes is in a gene called FOXP2, often referred to as the language gene. Humans have a special version of this gene that helps us speak and understand complex languages, something that chimpanzees cannot do no matter how much they try to learn human communication. Another significant contributing factor to our differences is just how species utilize genes. Many of the genes we share are simply used differently. This is likely attributed to lifestyle and everyday needs. In the same way, we do not need to be climbing trees or swinging in branches. Chimpanzees do not have to solve math problems or work jobs. We evolve in ways that help make everyday life easier. So, because we do not share the same lifestyle with chimpanzees, we have adapted differently. Another major factor is brain size and structure. The human brain is about 3 times larger than that of a chimpanzee. Not only that, it is very different. The areas for advanced thinking, imagination, and self-reflection are much more developed in our brains. This is what allows us to communicate so well and understand much more complex situations. Physical differences, such as walking on two legs, also known as bipedalism, have also played a significant role in our differences. It has enabled us to free our hands for other tasks like carrying tools. It has also allowed us to inhabit new environments. Most importantly, it is thought that bipedalism has enabled brain growth. All in all, these differences did not happen overnight. Over millions of years, small genetic changes such as those listed before, and many more, have accumulated. Our ancestors learned to walk upright, use more sophisticated tools, and pass on knowledge across generations. Eventually, these changes are what led us to where we are today. It is what makes us capable of building cities and incredibly advanced technology. Meanwhile, chimpanzees continue to thrive in their own way, staying in the forests and maintaining their social lives in survival skills that had served them for millions of years. Chimpanzees did not fall behind, they have just adapted to a different way of life. At the end of the day, we are not as different as we sometimes think, separated by millions of years but united by a deep biological connection. The story of chimpanzees and humans reminds us that even the most minor changes in genetics can make a very large difference.